All right, let's just jump right into it. Have you ever tried to get someone inside VR? You tell them about how good everything is about VR. You tell them about all the fun you have, all the things that you can do in VR, everything that comes with VR. You tell everybody about it, and still they do not get inside of it. That is so crazy to me, and I know it's been crazy to you. I've been seeing some comments about people trying to get their friends and family inside VR, and they just don't take the bait. It's amazing games out there for VR like Alien Incursion. Playing Aliens, if you never played Aliens or if you was a fan of Aliens before, you get to fight actual aliens like inside the movies. And if you know somebody that loves movie and love aliens and you tell them about you could actually do this in VR, and that's still not enough to get them in there. Or you could talk to someone and say, hey, I know you like to go golfing. They got Walkabout Mini Golf, they got Golf Plus. You could do all this in the comfort of your home. We can team up. You can meet other people inside there, or you could just play your solo game, playing a whole round of golf, mini golf or Golf Plus. They like the idea, but it's still not enough to get them to get in there. I know it can be frustrating. There's some people that get motion sickness from VR. I mean, it don't sit well with their stomach. They can't do first-person shooter stuff. They just cannot take being in VR. It just makes them sick. If you ever got motion sickness before inside of VR and you let it get to that level, it is not fun. I mean, you gotta take the headset off. You feel kind of dizzy. You gotta lay down for hours trying to get rid of that sickness. I know, because it happened to me early on in my VR days when I was trying to play games, and I was just like, what is wrong? I know how that feels to have motion sickness, and we do not want that for our friends and our family. So let's go to like some ways you can try to get them to get into VR. It's one, when you finally put somebody in VR, don't put them on roller coasters. Don't make them walk the Richie's plank. Don't do these things that's going to get them sick inside of VR. Start off slow. Put them in something that's like a mixed reality game, which always work great because they can still see their surroundings. When they move it in the real world, so it helps them out that way, and then they can see what you can see. So a lot of people don't like to get in it because they can't see what you're looking at, and they don't like that. They don't like being their eyes covered and they don't know what you're doing, or whatever the case may be. Put them in a mixed reality game and do not put them in a roller coaster. That's just awful. Two, try to navigate their first experience. You want to cast what they see on your phone or on the TV, so you can kind of navigate them to where they need to go. Now, fun fact, if you put it on your phone, you can do things like pick out certain games. You can recenter their play space. It's a couple of things you got control over when you're using the Horizon app. You can do certain little key things, and you can see what they see, so they won't be foreign to it, because it's a little learning curve. If you've never been in VR, you gotta know how to move the controllers and all that other stuff. That's a great thing. Choose safe games. Beat Saber, a lot of mixed reality games, and that's great. And that way you can see what they see and you can navigate their first experience, which is great. Three is watching movies, social media stuff like YouTube, and they can see stuff that they use in real life in the headset that can bring them inside of VR, and maybe they'll stay for a while if they had that. So sometimes you can do everything that you know to do to get people to learn VR and want to have VR, and tell them that it's fun and it's exciting and it's everything. You can even go and buy them a headset, and then after they leave your house or that experience, that headset stays underneath the bed or in the closet. It just collects dust, and you just wasted, $300 or $500, depending on what kind of headset you brought, on them, and they still don't use it. So I always say, don't leave them stranded. If you do get them a headset, if they do get a headset, kind of stay with them, stick with them. Call them up. Hey, you want to get in VR? Did you get in VR today? Just hang out. Do a VR date. once a week or once every 2 weeks. So the more that you by their side and you helping them and you're not just leaving them stranded, the more likely that they're gonna gravitate towards VR, and then we can just pull them into VR that way. So there's a few things that you can do to get your friends and family to get into VR. We just have to be mindful of what we do and what we put them in, not to make them sick. And let's show them how great VR is, because it really is a fantastic platform to be in. All right. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you guys, and I'll catch you on the next video. Peace.